Hi, it's Nardwuar, the human serviette in Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Election time, Canadian election, 2015. Time to approach the various candidates and see if they will do the hip flip. Mr. Trudeau, speaking of North Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, the Green candidate, Claire Martin, was in Pink Floyd's video for The Wall. But you, Mr. Trudeau, have a rich rock and roll tradition, you and your family. I was curious, are you aware of this record right here by Diana Christie called Justin Pierre on the Molson Canadian Awards record label?
I hate to date myself because I try to talk about how old I am as often as I can. I'm actually turning 45 next year. But I don't have that particular song on my iPod.
It was written for you. Plus, of course, Go Go Trudeau, which you can use this year by The Sinners.
I prefer Go Go Harper these days, to be entirely true.
With your dad, who I think used to call him Spock, too.
I never referred to my father as Spock. I referred to him as Dad.
And right underneath there, again, more rich rock and roll tradition. Song for Margaret by Mackenzie King.
I know him best as a prime minister.
Right underneath there, DOA from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Joe Keithley of DOA is running for the Greens. Triumph of the Ignorates. Your mom on the cover there. Margaret Trudeau on the cover of this punk rock record. Underneath here, Fuddle Duddle by the Antique Fair. And right here, Mr. Trudeau, look at this, the Pierre Elliott Trudeau paper doll dress-up book. An actual doll, a game.
Yeah, I believe I have an app for that now.
That's what I was curious about is, speaking of apps and speaking of games that are out there, I was wondering, would you do the hip flip game with me? Paul Martin did.
That looks painful.
Paul Martin did the hip flip game. Yeah! Jean Chrétien did the hip flip game. Yeah. Jack Layton did the hip flip game.
Whoa! Oh my God!
Michael Ignatieff did the hip flip game. Stephen Harper did not do the hip flip game. I was carried away by his security as I tried to approach him. This is kind of fun. This is, whoa! Stephen Harper, please, will you do the hip flip? You guys don't have to carry me. Would you, Justin Trudeau, in this election of 2015, do the hip flip game with me, Nardwuar, the human serviette?
I look forward to doing it after I take the more serious questions from everyone else. Thank you very much. Not right now, sir. Thank you. Thank you. No, we'll do it right afterwards. Thanks. I'm in the middle of a fairly important election and a very important process.
We'll take you on your word on that. Thank you so much.
You can. When I give my word, I keep it. Unlike someone who didn't show up at Vancouver Pride a few months ago.
I keep my promise.
Thank you. You will try to do the hip flip.
I will do the hip flip, yes.
Yeah. There he did it. Congratulations, Mr. Trudeau. You've joined the Hip Flip Club. Really appreciate that.
It's an exclusive membership. I'm very pleased about it. Thank you.
One last quick question. Yes. Your dad, did he ever swallow a goldfish?
I don't know. I think that was Ozzy Osbourne.
And you still get special treatment, don't you?
Where?
At the Vancouver airport.
Yes, but only because of my aunt, Janet Sinclair, who's worked for a long time for the unions there.
Well, thanks so much, Justin Trudeau. Doot-doodaloot-doo.
Doot-doot.
Yeah.